out there in Big Slam Nationville. This is Bill Apter. You know, Goldberg always says, you're next. Well, you're first. You're first with us. Thank you for watching all our videos, coming to the website. This is Bill Apter. See you at the matches. Happy Thanksgiving.
OneWrestling.com presents Big Slam Nation.
This is Bill Apter. We'll see you at the matches.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to Big Slam Nation, OneWrestling.com's Big Slam Nation. And I'm joined here today by, of course, Big Ray, the Mark of the Masses, the man with the plan. I'm going to get to him in a sec. But I don't know if I'm wrong, but this might be the first official appearance of Mimi on Big Slam Nation.
Second.
No, first official.
Official.
Yeah, the first official one. I know you were on before on a different tip. This is actually talking wrestling tip, you know, from the beginning. Am I right or am I wrong?
You are right. You are right.
That is Mimi Shells, ladies and gentlemen. Big Slam Nation. Say what's up to the people.
What's going on, people? How you doing?
All right. Big Ray, go ahead.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know who I am. I am the Mark of the Masses, man of the plan. Big Ray here to say to talk some wrestling today. And I wanted to thank Bill Apter for that kind Thanksgiving greeting that he gave us at the top of the show. So, yeah, Billy Ray Valentine, I'm really excited to talk some wrestling. It's Thanksgiving right now. My apartment smells like pernil for all those Latinos out there. It smells like turkey. It smells like stuffing, and it smells like I'm going to gain about 10 pounds. So I got to run like 8 miles tomorrow morning.
Nice. Well, I think that's the goal. We eat a ton and lose it later. So Thanksgiving, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us. We're gonna talk some wrestling today, and of course let's get it out of the way, man. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, right? We got to talk about Goldberg. We got to talk about Brock Lesnar. We got to talk about what happened at Survivor Series. Have to do it. We did a whole show on it over at the PW Hustle with 8-Track Brown and the Professor Anthony Quintana. I humiliated him as I usually do. Please,
you guys made the Professor look like an absolute, and I don't like using this terminology, but you made him look like a jobber.
Well, you know what? I think he did a good job at that all by himself. All love.
You know what?
All love.
I'm really tired of you guys making fun, poking fun, getting on my Professor.
Whoa. When did he become your Professor, Mimi?
Oh, he sure as hell ain't my professor, so he's got to be somebody. He could be Mimi's professor.
My Professor has a lot of perspective, okay?
It's backwards.
Off his back.
It's backwards perspective, but we'll take it. Listen, he knows he's my dude. But let's talk about this, right? Like, people more or less know where I stand. At least the hustle audience, the One Wrestling audience probably doesn't. And I will give you my thoughts after I get through everyone else. But let me go to Mimi. I don't know your thoughts on this. Did you see the match?
Was it a match?
Did you see the 90 seconds of
That's what I was about to say.
Of match?
I did. I saw it, but I have personal reasons why I wanted Brock Lesnar. Okay.
It would have happened. It would have happened It would have happened to have anything to do with the Professor, would
it? No, it does not. In 2014, I officially like that's when I officially started watching wrestling religiously. Like, I would watch it with my son, but I was watching it religiously in 2014. SummerSlam. That was the first pay-per-view that I watched in a very long time. And when I saw him destroy John Cena, and my son cried. He was in tears. He was like,
the joy.
He was like, hey. He was like, I hate him. He's a mercenary. What'd you say? He's a mercenary.
God.
His heart is in it. He does it because my boy was in tears. And, I know it's kayfabe. I know, but to him, it's real. For me to see my son like that, every time I see my son cry, like, it kind of touches my heart. So ever since that, like, I've never been able to come back from that.
Listen, I got to tell you, Mimi, I remember that match vividly as if it was yesterday. And I have great thoughts of joy and euphoria every time I see it. I got to tell you, I love that match.
You guys are not nice. That's not nice.
I love that. And since then, I've become a pretty big John Cena fan, but that's besides the point. I was very happy to see Brock Lesnar completely destroy John Cena, even though it was negated on Sunday night. All right, so what did you think of the match itself, Mimi? Do you think it was a good thing for Goldberg to have gone over the way that he did? One, to have gone over. Two, to go over the way that he did, because he just didn't win this match. He annihilated Brock Lesnar, and they spent the better part of 2 years building this guy to a different monster level than anybody has ever been built to before.
I have two thoughts on that.
All right.
I didn't cut you off. I have two thoughts
No
on
problem.
it. So the company side, I'm thinking that they're trying to get back via the whole suspension situation. So I'm thinking that.
I was thinking the same thing, but go ahead.
But Brock does Brock. You know what I mean? He's not really going to care. So then I thought maybe they were doing it to build something, like to build it, a little bit further. But then after, I got off my glee horse and I started thinking about it as you guys were thinking about it. They've been building him for 2 years. He's had this long streak. He took the streak. He annihilated my Roman at WrestleMania. So, I put all of this together. And I came up with the fact that it wasn't a good thing, because now you can't, some people won't take Brock seriously anymore. So, it didn't make sense to me. I was like, oh, okay, well, damn. But at the end of the day, Goldberg looked like he was in great shape. You can't, like, some people say, oh, he took off his shirt. He looked no, Brock Lesnar looked a little saggy that night on Raw.
Let me just make it known that it is the Wrestling Chick saying that, not Big Ray or Billy Ray Valentine. So when he comes knocking on your door, that's going to be your ass he's going to hand.
Nah, I'm just saying he didn't look like he was in shape. He hasn't been in the ring ever since his fight. Has he? Has he been in the ring since then?
Not sure.
SummerSlam, right?
Mm-hmm.
SummerSlam was the last
But
time.
Brock looks saggy from time to time, but Brock is on another level. My hope, and Goldberg looked excellent. He looked in serious shape.
He's been working out.
My problem was not with Goldberg per se, but my problem was with what the WWE did here, the decision making of the WWE. Because Ray, do you mind if I give my thoughts before I get to you, or do you want to go?
Please do, sir.
All right, like my whole deal is going back to the Undertaker. Whoa, what's going on over there?
Basically half of
Whose ghost is that?
my NWA title just fell, so I'm gonna rehook that up while you're talking.
Good Lord.
That was very scary, just so you know that. So while you're doing that, I'm just gonna redecorate.
I'm sending this over to Coast AM. I'm sure they're gonna give me some money for it.
Oh my God, that was one scary thing. I thought I was getting attacked here. Anyway, please proceed while I get up and look stupid.
Yeah, man. Anyway, put the camera on me. So check it, right? My whole deal is this: the Undertaker lost to Brock Lesnar. The streak ended.
Yeah.
The streak ended, and I want to say this: that was mistake number one, that Brock Lesnar lost. That Brock Lesnar beat the Undertaker for that streak. Mistake number one. I think a big mistake that the WWE made, not a big mistake, but I think the streak itself was a mistake. I don't think the WWE meant to do this at all. It just so happened to be somebody noticed at about 18. They were like, hey, listen, Undertaker's never lost at WrestleMania. We should make something out of this. And it turned into something huge. But that should have been protected. It should have been, and it was for a long time.
Yep, I agree.
And
have been broken. Yep.
To use Brock Lesnar to beat him, I was pretty upset about it. But then they turned around and they said, okay, Brock Lesnar's going to be that guy. He's going to carry the torch of The Undertaker. He's going to be the guy to beat. and we're going to make him a monster. And that's why he ran through John Cena and ran through Randy Orton and ran through The Big Show and ran through Dean Ambrose, which didn't make sense to me. I thought Dean Ambrose should have won that match.
Yep.
But they were building Brock Lesnar for Roman Reigns. Right. And we know what happened with Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns didn't get it together. He didn't get the fan support behind him. Therefore, Vince McMahon or Triple H or somebody decided that it wasn't going to be Roman Reigns to beat him. Right. So now we still have Brock Lesnar. So the whole goal of this was to create a new star. The guy that beat Brock Lesnar was going to be made. Okay, and we have tons of people. I gave examples like Shinsuke Nakamura. They could have brought him up. He could have beaten Brock Lesnar. Or you could have brought up when
Shinsuke could have did it.
I mean,
we would have picked Shinsuke to do it, I should say.
I would have picked Shinsuke to do it. I would have picked Finn Balor to do it. I would have picked Kevin Owens like Ray. Ray said Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe. There's tons of people down there that could have done it. Hey, Bobby Roode. You want to make Bobby Roode a star? There you go. I mean, you pick whoever you want. They picked Bill Goldberg?
Yeah.
What's up?
No, I wanted to jump in, but finish your thought.
A 50-year-old man, okay? A 50-year-old man who's a part-timer. A lot of people's beef with Brock Lesnar. Oh, he's a part-timer. So is Bill Goldberg,
right?
Okay? He's a part-timer. Not to mention that he's already an established star. What's to gain here? Why did The Undertaker lose his streak?
Yeah.
This is bad.
Never happened. That should have never happened.
This is bad storytelling.
Yeah.
There is zero continuity, zero storyline continuity. The WWE really messed up, or they think you're stupid.
Right.
One of the two. Listen, a lot of the guys in the back were upset.
Really?
At the way Goldberg lost, because Goldberg ran through these people, ran through so many people on the roster.
You talking about Brock Lesnar? You mean? Yes,
I'm sorry. Thank you for correcting me. A lot of people were upset that Brock Lesnar lost and the way he lost. A lot of the guys in the back were upset about it. A report came out. And rightfully so. I'd be upset if Brock Lesnar ran through me and then a 50-year-old guy comes out of nowhere and beats him in 90 freaking seconds. You understand?
Yeah, because what does that say for the guys on the roster?
Absolutely.
It does.
What does that say? What does that say for John Cena? John Cena is the face of the company, the undisputed, unarguable face of the company. And Brock Lesnar destroyed John Cena to the point that he made little kids cry.
Yep.
But Bill Goldberg comes in and destroys a younger UFC champion, former UFC champion, beast incarnate Brock Lesnar. Bill Goldberg comes in and completely destroys him. That throws off everything. So now what? Now what? The Undertaker lost for no reason, and Brock Lesnar has lost his shine. Right. He's lost it. So anybody that beats Brock Lesnar now, it's like, okay, fine. He got beat by a 50-year-old man. What the hell? Get me?
I think that he was losing his shine after, his UFC match. He started losing the luster a little bit. You know what I mean? Because I guess everybody kind of thought that he was all natural. Everybody thought that, he was, this farm-raised beast, and he really wasn't. So I think this kind of like puts the icing on the cake a little bit.
I got you.
And yeah, I think that you're absolutely right. I think it was all done for nothing. I think that Undertaker, I agree with you, Undertaker should have been protected because his time is almost up, and so now his time is up. He lost twice to him, right? He lost at WrestleMania, and he lost on 2 pay-per-views or 1 pay-per-view. Did he get any wins over him? Yeah,
he got a win over Brock, but it was disputed. It wasn't a clean win, but he did get a win over Brock. Yeah.
Do you mind if I jump in?
Go ahead, bro. Do your thing.
All right. Listen, first and foremost, I'm going to go backwards because in order to discuss the future, in order to discuss the present, we have to go to the past. And I am a huge proponent of the fact that John Cena, I don't care. Listen to what I'm saying to you guys. I don't care how much you hate John Cena. John Cena is officially the face that runs the damn place. He is the first one in, the last one out. He is Mr. Promotion. He is Mr. wears retarded suits. He is Mr. he is the company. He is the man. All right, John Cena is the man. Let me just make that clear. Whether you like John Cena, whether you don't like John Cena, whether you think he sucks at wrestling, John Cena is in fact the man. He is my son's hero, and I like it.
Yep.
That's number one. Number two, The Undertaker. If he was going to lose the streak to anyone, just like Andre the Giant passed the torch to Hulk Hogan, John Cena being the modern day Hulk Hogan, that is the person that should have broken the streak if it would ever be broken.
Yep.
Because I am the proponent that I thought that streak should have just died with The Undertaker's character, period.
Absolutely.
That's number two. Number three, now we move forward. And Billy Ray, I agree with you 1,000%, man. And I've waited patiently. I went on Instagram. And guys, you can follow me at Big Ray Show on Instagram. Actually, as a matter of fact, you can follow us here on Twitter at Big Ray Show, at The Wrestling Chic. That's with a C, not with CK. You know, the chick is a little chicken that runs around. Anyway. And, of course, Obi-Wan, you know me. But listen, here's the deal. I was so angry. Now, listen. My mentor, Bill Apter, has a different perspective. He looked at this match as like a Mike Tyson fight. And I told Bill, I said, Bill, you know, I look at it more as a George Foreman fight. Well, he said, what do you mean? Well, I said, well, if you remember when George Foreman fought Michael Moore for the World Heavyweight Championship, George Foreman was well into his 40s. He was an old man, and he got one lucky shot and knocked out the World Heavyweight Champion in Michael Moore. He took the title. If you're going to look at it that way, I understand. But in my humble opinion, as a wrestling fan and as a reporter for OneWrestling.com, almost 7 years I've been doing this here, man. That is the laziest booking I've ever seen, in my opinion, in my life. I was absolutely upset because you're right, guys. It does nothing. It totally, listen, and I think you brought this up, but, you know, when my entire background almost fell, I probably didn't hear you. But, you know, you had him destroy the face of your company. You had him decimate a guy, and I'm talking about John Cena. You had him decimate a guy like Randy Orton, who's been in the company well over 10 years, and he's been a main eventer, a multi-time heavyweight champion, part of one of the greatest factions of all time. You had him not only beat him, bloody him, and just lay him there, like concussed him, basically. And then now you have him lose. You have him lose to Bill Goldberg. Listen, nothing against Bill Goldberg. Bill Goldberg came in phenomenal shape. Hey, when I was a kid, I used to like Goldberg. I wasn't a huge fan of Goldberg, but I used to like Goldberg. I thought it was pretty cool, superhero gimmick and all that good stuff. But the fact is that, guys, now what? Now what? Now Brock Lesnar could have faced a guy like Kevin Owens. That match would have been awesome. That's a good match. You see, you have the beast in Brock Lesnar versus a guy that's maybe not as big, but almost as big as him, but more athletic. So it would have made a more interesting match. Guys, I want to hear what you guys think. Please leave your comments here below at OneWrestling.com, YouTube.com/OneWrestling video. I am absolutely upset, appalled by this call. And now, apparently, Billy Ray Valentine and Chick, apparently now Bill Goldberg is going to be in the Royal Rumble. And I swear to any God you worship, I swear, they're going to put that title on Bill Goldberg.
Absolutely.
You better not.
He's absolutely right.
No. I'm going to finish my thought. They're going to put that WWE, that Universal title, that delicious looking, fruit roll-up looking championship belt. They're going to put that belt around the hairy waist of Bill Goldberg, and he's going to be the. I'm telling you. All right, Chick, tell me why.
It don't make no sense.
Hold on.
Whoa, hold on. The WWE's booking. Let me tell you something. People are saying, Billy Ray, and I'm going to end with this. And I'm breaking a sweat. That's how angry I am. People are saying, people have the gall to say that this Survivor Series is one of the greatest Survivor Series of all time. I say pish posh. I say pish posh to that because this was, in my opinion, from the fact that The Miz went over in that championship match the way he went over, and I got to be honest, I totally marked out in a bad way because I wanted Sami Zayn to win that, and the way that the tag team titles, I mean everything, it was an entertaining. If you just were into it for the entertainment, which, hey, I'm a pro wrestling fan. I'm not an entertainment guy. I'm into the wrestling aspect. I'm old school. So in my humble opinion, you know, being a wrestling fan for almost 40 years, I thought the Summer Survivor Series was just horribly booked, and the main event killed it for me. The last match was awesome. I love the way that was
5 on
booked.
5.
Other than the fight, that was awesome.
Oh
And the
my God.
tag team match was okay, but there were certain things that I didn't like, but I don't want to get into that. We're talking about Goldberg, Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar should not have lost the fight. Now, listen. And I know I'm going on and on.
Go right ahead, bro.
But Brock Lesnar reportedly had a shoulder injury. Okay, that's fine.
Bill Goldberg.
No, that was Goldberg.
No, Bill Goldberg. Did I say Brock?
Yeah,
I mean,
we're
Bill
doing
Goldberg
the same
apparently
thing
had a shoulder
today.
injury. Right. Bill Goldberg had a shoulder injury allegedly when he was throwing around the security officers or whatever they are during the Monday Night Raw segment of the show. Now, if that's a fact, I know a lot of guys that are in the business that would still be able to go at least 5 to 10 minutes, even with a show, because you could work around that. And again, guys, I'm talking as a fan. I'm not talking as an in-ring talent. My dad wrestled. You know, I work with a guy like Ben Hameen on Impact Rebellion who wrestles.
It's
I
my
honestly, is this your husband?
yeah, I'm 5. I told you, I'm 205.
Wow,
damn.
you moved up.
Damn.
Yeah, I moved up.
Congratulations.
Hold on. Ya Allah. Anyway, so to end my thought, listen, I have the utmost respect for the fact that Bill Goldberg came and did it for his kid and did it for his wife who's never seen him wrestle. But, you know, honestly, and I agree with you, Chick, 1,000%, Brock Lesnar doesn't give a damn. He's just in it for, I'm gonna make an imitation. It's all about the money. Billy Ray.
Listen, man, let me tell you, he's definitely going to be the Universal Champion. It's happening.
No, you
Yeah,
take that
it's-
back.
You know what? I don't know if you guys remember when The Rock beat John Cena the first time, and he walked out on Raw the next night,
Oh.
and he says, "I'm gonna be WWE champion." He just put it out there, you know, and then everybody forgot about it, and lo and behold, Royal Rumble came around. He beat CM Punk. I think it was a Royal Rumble. Yeah, it was a Royal Rumble. He beat CM Punk, and he became the WWE champion after I don't know how long. It's the same exact thing. They did the same exact thing.
And
The
Billy
next
Ray,
night-
hold on. And I don't want to hear anybody say, oh, he's a part-timer. A part-timer can't
He's
be
a
champion.
part-timer.
Brock Lesnar was the epitome of part-time. And he
And
was
that's why it wasn't right.
He was an effective World Heavyweight Champion. I'm sorry, Billy Ray. Go ahead.
No, Bill Goldberg came out and said the same thing. And apparently they went with that decision to have him squash Brock Lesnar when he decided to have more dates. When he approved that he would do more dates with the WWE, they were like, let's do that. And they're going to give him the Universal title. It's probably going to be Kevin Owens
Stop
getting.
saying that, please.
It's going to happen. It's guaranteed. Ray is right. He's absolutely right.
But I want to hear Chick. Why does she think that it's not going to be?
It
gonna
doesn't
happen?
make any sense. It's stupid.
Did-
It's
all right.
retarded. As a
What-
casual fan, it's absolutely ridiculous.
What happened at Survivor Series made zero sense. So I mean, there's no reason to believe that they're gonna all of a sudden start to make sense moving forward. You know, like it's just unrealistic in my opinion. I think this guy's getting the belt, hands down. It's happening.
God, thank
And guess
God.
what? Guess what? Not only is he going to get the belt, but he's going to freaking eat it because it looks like a delicious piece of candy.
It's true.
Fruit by the foot.
Yes.
Say it again. Say it again.
Fruit by the foot.
That sounds personal.
Oh God.
It's a
Anyways.
damn brand.
Oh, I don't know. Whatever.
So I think they're gonna give him this title, man. I think they're gonna give the title, and I think it's Poppycock, and I think it's Bullocks. That's all I wanted to say.
Oh,
Yes.
watch your mouth. This is OneWrestling.com.
I'm just saying, you know.
Oh, man, as a casual fan, no, it just I don't want to see that. I don't think any kid wants to see that.
He's a superhero. They wanna see it.
Superhero?
For the kids.
I don't know.
That's what he says.
It's kind of weird.
Hold on. He's not a super. No, number one. Let me. Hold on. I'm gonna lose a gasket over here. Listen. Yes, he probably did it for his kid. But this guy has been known. I'm talking about Bill Goldberg. Has been known to be a very, let's just say, difficult
Ruthless.
person to work with.
Yes,
You can see it, you can hear it in his interviews. He has a short fuse, okay?
But he got it done. Look what he got done. Look what he got done. He rolled into the WWE, and I'm pretty sure the WWE went to him. He didn't go to them. And then he
Right.
told them, if I am going to get in the ring with Brock Lesnar, I am beating him. There is no way in hell I am losing in front of my son, and there is no way in hell I'm losing in front of my wife. And that is
Yep.
what happened, and they paid him for it. And now he's going to be the WWE. I mean, well, I don't know about that, but he will be the Universal Champion. He's going to be the Universal.
Hey, Billy Ray.
Stop saying that!
What's up, Big Ray?
Listen, can I tell you how they could have rectified this and still have made this
Tell me.
work?
How?
All right, so I was listening to the post, the After the Bell, whatever the hell they call it, over WrestleZone with Joe Jan, who's amazing. I love that guy. He's fantastic.
Hey,
Joe Jan's great. If you're watching Joe Jan, you're one of my favorite people in the world. But and I agree with him 1,000%. We discussed this. Work is if Bill Goldberg hit the spear, did the whole squash finish, right? But then after the match, Brock Lesnar won the war. In other words, Brock Lesnar beats the living hell out of Goldberg as he's celebrating with his son. He grabs Bill Goldberg's big, bald, shiny head, kind of shoves it in his son's face, smacks him in front of his son. You know what I'm saying? Like have his son and his wife in on it and all this all good stuff, and just beats him until he cannot get up anymore. And you see his kid as Brock Lesnar leaves the arena. You see his little kid without the T-shirt and his little.
That was
coming
weird.
to the ring.
I want to say
weird,
that was,
by the way,
as a parent.
it was weird. But anyway, you see the kid coming to the ring crying over his father. That would have been awesome if they could have did that. Or the wife. You know what I'm saying? You throw him an extra $10,000. I'm sure they could have worked that out. But in that aspect, they could have done it. I think that would have worked because that would have built towards something in the future. But now nothing. Billy Ray?
Yeah, I just don't think Bill Goldberg was down for that. Bill Goldberg was like, listen, this is the way it's going down. I am winning. I'm going to win dominantly, or I am not doing this at all. And that's exactly what happened. Not to mention the fact, even if that would have happened, that would have eased it a little bit for me. What a race scenario, if race scenario would have actually taken place, it would have been, okay, at least Brock got something out of this, but he still would have lost. You know, and that's my issue with it. He should have been undefeated until you found someone to beat him. And as much as I think the John Cena scenario would have been great, it wouldn't have been creating a new star. John Cena is already an established star, so what does he have to gain by beating The Undertaker? Not only is he an established star, he is the star. He is the face of the entire company for years and years and years and years. He doesn't need to beat The Undertaker, but you can take a guy. And here's the problem with the WWE. Chris Jericho said it the other day that the list was more over than anyone on the active WWE roster. Yep. That is a damn shame. Yep. And he is absolutely right. There's no one on that roster. I think he said it on the Law radio from the Fight Network. Go check that. It's an excellent podcast. You probably already know about it. I listen to it all the time.
That's good.
It's more over. That list of his is more over than 90% of the wrestlers. I would say 98% of them, with the exception of like AJ Styles, maybe. You know, not even. And that's the problem. And that's the problem with the WWE. The WWE continues to invest in the Attitude Era, or continues to pull out of the Monday Night Wars because they have nothing in the present to carry them. So they have to go to the well. They have to go dig into the well, and it's running out. The well is running out of water. We got Bill Goldberg, who they just used. And from what I can tell right now, the only one they have left is Kurt Angle. That is it. Expect Kurt Angle next year to come out and do something and be on the cover of that video game to pump sales. He'll be the secret character. He'll be wrestling and doing stuff like that, and then he'll be in the Hall of Fame. There's no one else, maybe with the exception of the Hardy Boys. The Professor Anthony Quintana said the Hardys. I don't think they are at the level of a Goldberg or a Kurt Angle. I don't think they can carry something like that, but they'll try it with them. Then what's up?
No, really quickly. You know, you made a great point. You know,
I know I always make great points.
You do make great points. Yes. The WWE is not. I don't know why they're going back to the Attitude Era. When you look at NXT Takeover from the night before, that was an all-time pay-per-view. If they wanted to do something, special, look, you have that kid. What's that young man's name? 10. What's that kid's name?
Ty Dillinger.
Yeah, Ty Dillinger.
There you go, Mimi.
who's ridiculously.
I'm proud.
Listen,
so proud.
This guy is ridiculously over. Ty Dillinger. You have Bobby Roode. I mean, not Bobby Roode's no spring chicken, but you have Shinsuke Nakamura. You have Samoa Joe. You have all these amazing. And when I'm saying amazing, Hey, Billy Ray Valentine, did we not watch these guys only 5 rows back from Shane McMahon at MSG? And how amazing was that show? And that was a house show.
There's a guy like Cedric Alexander. I know he's a cruiserweight, but good Lord, the guy's amazing. I mean, they're loaded with talent. Look what they're doing to Sami Zayn. Look what they're doing to Sami Zayn right now. He comes around in that stupid-ass hat with ska music. Who listens to ska music? No one listens to ska music. Give him new music. He comes out walking out like that, and he gets crushed week in and week out by people. I think this time it was the Braun Strowman that gave it to him. Just gave it to him hard. It was. I mean,
you know what he did?
What?
You ever watch Oz on HBO?
That was horrible. Please don't say it.
Do we want to go there?
He had a beast. He did.
He had a beast in him. There's so much talent on the WWE roster, but they fail to invest in them because they don't want to. Look at Daniel Bryan. He was over as no one else was over at that time, and they failed to get behind him. And when they finally did want to get behind him, he got hurt. They didn't capitalize on it. They left money on the table. That's what they did with Daniel Bryan. Who did they go with? Roman Reigns. And I know Mimi loves Roman Reigns. I know the ladies love Roman Reigns. And I know...
Yeah, but you don't understand. You guys don't understand why they're going with him.
I do understand why they're going with him. But the thing is, it didn't work. It has not worked to the point that they're even admitting it didn't work because they had to take him out of the world title picture. They're still trying to push him.
He's going to come back.
Of course he's going to come back. The New World Order never gives up on anything. And Vince McMahon is the New World Order of professional wrestling. Okay, and they're going to continue to push and push and push until you buy. Okay, even if you don't buy. They did it with John Cena. It's still lukewarm with John Cena. People don't really like him that much.
No, but look at what John Cena is doing. So it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter if you don't like John Cena.
You're right.
But it is. You know what I mean?
Right about that. It doesn't matter. No, you're right. I like that point, and I want to get back to it. It doesn't matter whether you like John Cena or not, but I don't think Roman Reigns can replicate what John Cena has done. Roman Reigns is not that guy. He does not have the personality. He can't connect with the fans.
You think he doesn't have the personality, and the fans don't want him to. The fans just don't want it. But secretly, I'm going to tell you right now.
Okay, let us know the secret.
Here we go.
I just sent y'all a picture in the chat.
I don't want to see it.
I'll tell you something right now.
Oh, God.
The numbers. Why are you looking like that?
I don't know what kind of picture you said. I don't want. Ray, you take a look. Don't tell me what it is. I don't want to know.
The whole Samoan sandwich thing. You don't want to know about this.
The numbers don't lie, okay? The numbers do not lie. The man is selling. The man is bringing in the tickets. It's all about the bottom line with them. It's all about the bottom line. Y'all can think whatever you want to think, but at the end of the day, he's proving a point that hardcore fans, they just don't want to admit. They don't want to see the business side of it. On the business side, he's in a trajectory. He is. It is what it is.
Let's look at it like this, right? I don't really think he's moving the amount of merchandise he should be moving with the television exposure that he gets.
Okay.
I mean, he might be moving a ton of merchandise, considering, but with the amount of exposure he gets, he should be doing a lot better. Second, you're gonna sell merchandise when most of the merchandise they bring around when they do these house shows, 75% of it is Roman Reigns merchandise and 25% of it is everybody else's. If they have more Roman Reigns merchandise, it's gonna sell more than everybody else just by default. Right. And this is what they do when they're trying to push the face of the company. Like Vince McMahon is relentless. When he wants something, he that's what he wants. He doesn't want the people to dictate who the face of the WWE is. He thinks he knows better than the people. He wants.
You know what? I don't think that's what it is. I think it's all about numbers. It's a numbers thing. I honestly, personally feel like it's all a numbers thing.
Then I just don't understand why the numbers don't translate to.
How do you?
To the people.
I just sent you something, but you can't see it.
I refuse to see that, Mimi. I'm not gonna say. Listen, I'm not into that sort of stuff. I'm not gonna look at it. Okay.
Can I simply explain why the numbers don't work with Roman Reigns?
Tell me.
And I don't know why we went off on a Roman Reigns tangent, but I guess it's as to what the WWE does wrong. To be honest with you, because the WWE had the opportunity to take Roman Reigns and to book him correctly. You know, the silent killer. That's the way they should have booked him. A silent killer.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, the guy is, listen, let's be real. All right, I don't care how many people were homophobic out there, but the guy's a good-looking guy. He's a very handsome man. My mother seems to think he's actually better looking than The Rock. Okay. Whatever.
Well, what did you want me to say to that? I don't understand.
But anyway, the fact of the matter is that with Roman Reigns, God, I almost lost my train of thought. He's so handsome. But the fact is that the WWE had the opportunity to utilize this person the right way, but they chose to do it their way. And the WWE did it. You know, they made this mistake. I don't know if you remember this, guys, but they made this mistake in the early 90s with the Ultimate Warrior when they thought that this guy would be the next person to carry the torch. And Vince McMahon was shoving the Warrior down everybody's throat. The Warrior beat Hulk Hogan and took the Intercontinental title and the world title off Hulk Hogan. And guess what? A year and a half later, the Ultimate Warrior dropped the title. He was Mr. Not Dependable. And guess who the belt was back on? Hulk Hogan. Same thing with John Cena. It's going to happen again. Roman Reigns he's good.
He's great.
He's not great. No way. Not even close. He's never going to be great. He's never going to be great.
I will make the argument. I will make the argument. I will make the argument, and I will stand by the argument until he proves me different that he's not even good. He's just okay. He has some.
Yeah, he's okay.
He has some in-ring ability. The guy's obviously athletic. Okay, and please don't give me the crap about, oh, he's a good-looking guy, therefore you don't like him because you're somehow insecure.
I don't believe that.
This is what people are telling me. This is what people tell me all the time.
Yeah, they say it all the time. Absolutely.
And to that, I say this. I like The Rock, and everybody thinks The Rock is super good-looking. Apparently, he's the sexiest man alive.
The Rock is, in fact, the sexiest man alive.
Not to me.
Say it again, Mimi?
Not to me.
Of course not, because you love Roman Reigns.
I might be the only person in the whole wide world, only woman in the whole wide world that think we had this discussion, right? There's something about The Rock that don't sit well with me. I don't know.
Well, listen, let me ask you a question.
Before we get into that, I just want to send my apologies to People Magazine. They called me up and they said they wanted me to be a part of that. And I was like, you know what? I'm just not into it. You know, they were like, we want to make you, you're without a doubt one of the sexiest men on the planet. I'm like, I'm flattered, and that's awesome. But please, I just don't want to be. So I just want to send out my apologies to them now.
Well, I will say you are the sexiest panda on this panel.
People have told me that. Yes.
But listen, Mimi, I'm gonna ask you a question, Mimi.
What?
If you could go on a date with The Rock or Dean Ambrose, who would you say?
Dean Ambrose, 100%.
I know it.
Because he's crazy. That's right.
He's crazy, and he's gonna make me laugh.
Women love the crazy guy.
Yes, crazy, funny. He will make me laugh all day, and I love to laugh. So,
in the interest of time, I'm gonna put a bow on this and say that Bill Goldberg is going to be the Universal Champion.
Stop saying that.
Bill Goldberg is gonna win the Royal Rumble.
God. Oh,
Bill Goldberg will break Bruno Sammartino's a 7-year reign as the WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
It could happen, and he'll be 60 and carrying that belt. But I want to talk about something different. Let's talk about something positive. In the WWE umbrella, we had NXT Takeover, which was absolutely awesome, right?
Amazing.
I want to talk about the main event in that card. I want to talk about Shinsuke Nakamura and Samoa Joe.
Please do it. Please do it, Shinsuke.
You know what? And I want to talk to everybody that was at the theater of Madison Square Garden on Wednesday night, because all of you are a bunch of lames. All of you are a bunch of lames. Okay, I was out there trying to start the Shinsuke chants, like Shinsuke, and no one did it. No one. Everybody was yelling.
Billy Ray, when we were at MSG, I think we were the only two morons that had any idea as to what the Shinsuke chant was.
I think so. I think so.
Me and you were the two hot Asian chicks yelling out Shinsuke's name.
Exactly. And no one joined us. And for that, NYC, if you were at that show, you're lame. I'm just going to say that. But anyway, Shinsuke Nakamura loses the NXT title in another shocking moment, right? So I think the theme of the weekend was shock. Let's shock the people and see where it goes. Samoa Joe choked him out, bro. And that I like that result. I thought it was a good one, even though I wouldn't have had Nakamura lose either if it was up to me, but I'm not upset at it. I'm not upset at it. Samoa Joe is a monster. Monster, and it's a beautiful thing. Give me your thoughts, Big Ray.
Oh, my God. Number one, that pay-per-view was just freaking amazing, top to bottom. Bobby Roode versus Ty Dillinger was just such a good match. It was a 10. 10. And by the way, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but on every show, SmackDown and Raw, now the whole 10.
No, Bobby Roode. Oh, no, you're right. Go ahead, brother. 10. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Are you smoking funny sticks again?
Yeah, man. We were doing that earlier. I don't know if you remember.
Whoa. By the way, thank you for that copy of the basketball game. I appreciate that, my friend.
No problem. Anyway, go ahead.
Do you want to care and share what I gave you?
I don't have it here. It's in the closet.
What do you mean you don't have it? It's in the closet. You put it in the closet?
Yeah, I had to clean. I have to clean.
You know what you gave each other behind
closed doors. No, we're not talking about.
You're the one sending pictures of Roman Reigns to us, okay? So,
no, I didn't
yuck.
send you a picture.
And you had to see that picture of Roman Reigns. It was quite disgusting.
I don't want to see it.
Anyway, yo, Billy Ray, seriously, guys. Billy Ray Chick. Now you're asking about the main event, or you're asking me about?
No, just strictly about the main event. But go ahead.
Okay. No. The main event, dude. You know what it is about Samoa Joe, Gamora. It's amazing. People will say, "Oh, he can't speak English. He can't speak English." You racist. The fact is that Shinsuke Nakamura doesn't need to speak English. You idiots. Shinsuke Nakamura is just amazing, and he can tell a story with his body language. He can tell a story what he does in the ring. And Samoa Joe, and you are right on the money, Billy Ray Valentine. If Shinsuke is going to drop the title, because Shinsuke is an animal. He is a beast, and I mean that with the utmost respect. Samoa Joe, and we saw these guys in NYC, man, and we thought that Shinsuke, if you guys didn't see it, well, you probably didn't see it if you weren't there live, but Shinsuke almost broke his neck on a power slam. Me and Billy Ray Valentine actually got a little scared. But anyway, that main event was perfectly told, and it was believable. It was believable that Shinsuke Nakamura could lose the title to Samoa Joe in a knockdown, drag out, to quote JR, slobber knocker of a fight. It was just amazing. I mean, I want to hear what the wrestling chick has to think about this, but in all, this was just, I mean, from top to bottom, from bottom to top, this pay-per-view or this WWE Network special was just perfect. It was excellent. It was a 10. Chick?
I absolutely. I didn't watch it until the day after. And I was like, wow, like, this is what a damn pay-per-view. Like, oh my gosh. If you did not watch NXT, which I barely watch NXT, but when I do, like, I watch it, but when I don't, I don't. Just when Ty Dillinger and Bobby Roode came into the ring and you saw how, like, they were circling each other.
Glorious. Sorry.
Even as they were circling each other, you can see the story there. Like, you can tell. You didn't need anything. Same thing with Samoa Joe and Shinsuke. You didn't need any backstory. Like, everything was being told right there, you know? And I love Shinsuke Nakamura. And I think it's credit to you, Billy Ray, when you took me to that first NXT in Brooklyn. That's when I fell in love with him.
Whoa. When did you guys go on a date? Aren't you married, Billy Ray Valentine?
It's so stupid.
We went to see professional wrestling, right?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, but that's the same thing as in most countries. That's the same thing as getting engaged.
But it's something different when you see something in like when you see something that you love in real life.
That's what she said.
And then you watch it on TV. It just brings.
I'm so sorry.
You're retarded.
I'm in silly mode.
It brings it all to life. And long story short, I absolutely love the main event.
Shinsuke Nakamura had the most epic entrance. The most epic entrance
Oh my God.
I've ever seen in a WWE ring. I texted Mimi immediately. I'm like, "Are you watching this?" And she was out. She was
out
doing something.
But that's
Mimi is the youngest senior citizen I've ever met. She's in bed by like 8:45. I swear to God.
Yo, I left the place like, I don't know, it was like 12 o'clock. I was like, I'm tired now. I've been drinking since like 6:30.
Whoa, you're an alcoholic now? What the hell's going on here, Mimi?
I was drinking since 6:30. It was time for me to go home.
So, I mean, what do you guys feel about Shinsuke? You think he's coming up to the main roster, or will the feud continue with Samoa Joe?
I think he is. I think he'll probably show up. I think he'll probably show up at the Rumble.
Wow.
Yeah. I think he'll show up at the Rumble, and I think Bobby Roode will show up at the Rumble.
Get ready, Big Ray.
Yo.
Shinsuke Nakamura is going to walk into the Royal Rumble and get jackknifed and eliminated by Bill Goldberg.
Dude, can you do me a favor? Can you please show us, hold on, let me click on myself. Can you please show us how Shinsuke will walk down the aisle when he comes into the Royal Rumble, Billy Ray?
He can't walk. You're stupid.
Yo, listen, man. Mimi, that would be amazing if Shinsuke Nakamura makes his debut at the Royal Rumble. But I honestly do feel this. Shinsuke Nakamura, it's time for him to come up to the NXT roster. And then you're going to have soon. I mean, people forget Finn Balor is going to be coming back really, really soon.
Okay. You're right.
It's going to be a very crowded roster. Now, I'm going to ask you guys a question. I'm going to start with Billy Ray, and then we could run around to Mimi, or I'll ask Mimi first, whatever. Let me ask Mimi first, the wrestling chick. Mimi, do you think if Finn Balor is on the Raw roster, do you think they should put Shinsuke Nakamura on the SmackDown roster?
Yes.
Why?
Because they need.
Why not on the same roster?
They need balance. Right now, Raw is very top heavy, and on SmackDown they only have AJ Styles, Dean Ambrose, which in my opinion he's a mid-carder, but you know he's one of their top guys there. So you know.
Okay. Can I ask you a question, guys, really quickly? I know this is a little off topic, but I've been wanting to talk about this really quickly, and I know we're all over the place right now. But seriously, and I'm going to ask you, Billy Ray Valentine, you know, I've been overly impressed with this one gentleman on the WWE Raw. Has been putting in great work. He's getting better and better every week. And I actually see this guy becoming a legit superstar and actually... Hold on. And actually a potential WWE #1 contender. No, I'm not talking about James Ellsworth.
I thought you were absolutely
I was like, what?
You're moron, y'all. Anyway, I'm talking about Braun Strowman. This guy's really getting better, and it's scary how good he's getting. Your opinion?
Yeah, I'm not quite there yet with Braun Strowman. I could get there. I'm just not there right now. I think he's good for what he is. I'm just not there as far as like being a top talent. He could get there. I could be wrong. You know, I just haven't seen enough of him at this point to make that determination. I don't know if I would go there with him just yet.
He's the next big show.
That's not good.
I think no. Let me tell you something. Braun Strowman impresses me on so many different levels, and I know we're jumping around things, but we're talking about the state of the WWE. And the reason why I bring Braun Strowman is because the guy is super quick. He's learning at a rapid pace. He's really good on the mic. He's done a couple of comedy spots. So you see the guy has some charisma.
Yes.
The guy doesn't seem to hurt anybody. I mean, well, you know, when I say hurt anybody in ring, I'm talking about work-wise. But, I mean, the guy just does a great job, and they're really, really putting him over. I mean, do you agree with me, Chick?
Yeah, he is. He's super, super strong right now. I think that they're trying to make him take over for Big Show and maybe Kane, like their next big guy, so to speak.
Yeah, he could be that.
Yeah, and he's great on the mic too. People keep saying they shouldn't, you know, have him speak and blah, blah, blah. But when he does speak, he's good. He's good.
All right, so I'm going to ask you I'm going to ask you a question, Mimi.
Yeah.
So now we have Dean Ambrose and we have Braun Strowman.
Oh, come on.
Who you dating? Who you dating, baby?
Braun Strowman.
Oh, I knew it. Yes, for the big guys.
Yeah, I like the big guys. Big and funny. So that's a good thing. It's a double whammy.
Whoa, that's me.
You stupid.
I know. That's what she's like my sister, guys. Don't read into it.
Anyway, but yeah, I think he's the next Big Show. Yep.
I think he's gonna be better than the Big Show.
I hope so.
My opinion.
I hope they don't.
No, not meaning like he's going to be like Big Show, but he's their next big guy.
Yeah, all right. I get your point. I hope he's not booked like the Big Show. Let's say that, because the Big Show is probably one of the most awful booked characters in the history of the WWE.
We can go 3 hours on that, but go ahead.
But then again, like, let me tell you this: if they bring up Shinsuke Nakamura and they put him on Raw, I think he has a better chance at getting his hands on the Universal title than he does on a WWE title. But then again, AJ Styles is the WWE champ right now, so just about anything can happen. I want Shinsuke Nakamura to hold one of the top championships in the promotion. I think it'll make him the greatest wrestler of all time if he does that.
I would love him. I would love him to actually. You're gonna think I'm crazy. I think Shinsuke Nakamura is such a great talent, and let me tell you something. By the way, all those people that hate The Miz is freaking awesome. But Shinsuke could you imagine the matches that Shinsuke Nakamura could have for that Intercontinental Championship?
Yeah, I just don't want him to get pigeonholed for that.
For Intercontinental?
Yeah.
You think he'll get pigeonholed?
I wouldn't want him to be stuck there like The Miz or like Dolph Ziggler. I think that title's lost so much luster throughout the years. It used to be something that I look forward to, but even now that they're trying to rehabilitate it, and I think they've done a somewhat good job of rehabilitating that, but it's still not at the level that it used to be. It's definitely not at the level that the Intercontinental title in New Japan Pro Wrestling is. That title is almost on level with the world title in New Japan. You know, over here, it's not the same thing. It's clearly a mid-card title in the WWE, and I just don't want Shinsuke to end up there.
But you have to agree, Billy Ray Valentine, that when you see like the Miz versus Dolph Ziggler career versus title and the matches that have been taking place over the last year and a half, the Intercontinental title has become not a major title like back when Ricky the Dragon Steamboat or the Honky Tonk Man or Macho Man Randy Savage or Pat Patterson. I mean, it's not going to go back to that level, I don't think, ever. But I mean, it's a really important title, and I'm starting to and the mid-card titles are starting to get a bit more important, period. Like, yeah, I mean, again, you have a guy like Roman Reigns, who's absolutely ugly, by the way, Mimi, who has that. I'm making sure she's paying attention, but she's absolutely not. You can see her just, like, focusing on herself.
I totally know.
Whatevs. But seriously, man, I really legitimately think that Shinsuke Nakamura could bring some prestige, some interest to that championship, and he could just make some amazing matches with amazing people. Let's say AJ Styles drops the world title, which I hope he never does. I hope he actually holds it until he retires, because I love AJ Styles.
John Cena's coming back to take that.
Yep.
AJ Styles is just so good as a champion.
Until John Cena takes it back from him. That's all.
Well,
it's going to happen. Shinsuke Nakamura is a special talent. I think we can all agree. And The Miz has done something for that Intercontinental title. The Miz is doing amazing work. My problem with it is that when people back in the day used to win the Intercontinental title, you knew it was a stepping stone to the world title. It was Bret Hart won it. I'm like, wow, when is he going to get the world title shot? Or Mr. Perfect, you know, they're going to get it. Now you think, okay, The Miz won it. When's he going to lose it back to Dolph Ziggler? Okay, Dolph Ziggler won it. When's he going to lose it to Fandango? Okay, Fandango, you know, like it's just doesn't have the same.
You're stuck there.
Yeah, it doesn't have.
Question, can I ask you guys a question? Since we're talking about the state of the WWE really quickly, and I know we have to move on because we're behind time.
Yeah, we're about to wrap, actually. Go ahead.
We're about to wrap, but seriously, The Miz, I mean, he has been so good for almost a year now, and especially since he's bought his beautiful, by the way, let me just grab this microphone. Maurice is just such a gorgeous.
Disgusting. You're disgusting. I just want to
No. I'm saying this. I'm saying this with the utmost respect, Maurice.
You're disgusting.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Disgusting.
Pretty disgusting.
I am not. Shut up. Listen, she's a beautiful woman, and I think she brings so much to the Miz. Listen, do you think the Miz has a title run in him at all?
I'm not against it. I'm not against it. I don't think it will happen, but I am not against it. And I think he would do an excellent job. I think it's the closest thing we've come to Macho Man and Elizabeth in a long time.
Not better than AJ.
No, he's not. No, not even close. But I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't be against it. I wouldn't be against the Miz. I wasn't against the first The Miz title reign. People get on me for that. I wasn't against that at all. Ray, what do you think, man?
Listen, man. The Miz has been putting in the best work I've ever seen this guy put in. Listen, I know that Danny O'Brien called him out saying that he works safe and everything like that, but you know what? It works. Him and his wife, Maurice, who is simply just. Why do I touch the microphone when I talk about her? But anyway,
You're disgusting.
shut up. No, in all seriousness, I could see the Miz as a legit transitional champion. I don't think he'll have a run with it, but I mean, listen, guys. I mean, the Miz. Is it safe to say that he's one of the most entertaining things on WWE TV?
Yeah.
Wrestling Chick.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Why do you think that, hon?
Because he's got a gift. He's got the gift of gab. When he was on Real World, he had the gift of gab. You know, he was a buffoon, but like this is what he always wanted to do, and I knew that he would succeed at it, and he's doing it now. I just feel like I don't know why they brought Maurice on, but now that she's here and he's at this level, I don't think she's really needed.
Oh man, if she goes away, it's a problem.
You think so?
Hell yeah, he loses the entire dimension of his character if she goes away.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Finish your thought. I want to ask one more
I
question.
think he can hold his own. I don't know why they brought her back on, but I think he can hold his own.
Ray, what were you gonna ask?
I'm going to ask one quick question before we leave. Do you think the New Day, because they have 23 days, depending on when you're watching this video, we're recording it 11/23/2016. Depending on when you're watching this video, I believe it's about 23 days before they break Demolition's record. And believe it or not, I believe there is a Monday Night Raw before the day that they're supposed to break that record. What I'm saying is that there's a pay-per-view, which they'll probably win, and then there's a Monday Night Raw the actual day before they are going to break or potentially break Demolition's record. Do you think that the New Day will actually break Demolition's tag team reign record, or do you think that they're going to give it to somebody else, and who would it be before we run out of this? Because I think the tag team division right now in the WWE has been one of the best that it's been in well over 10 years. Ready, Wrestling Chick?
So Monday Night Raw is on Monday, and the day they break it is on Tuesday?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yep. I did my research, by the way. Go ahead. I wish we could.
I think they will make them break it.
Mm-hmm. I really wish we could play the Jeopardy music while you're thinking, but we'll get flagged for that. But go ahead.
I think, wow.
Billy Ray, what do you think?
I don't know.
Yeah, they're definitely breaking it. They're definitely breaking it. They did this with Nikki Bella, right? Not too long ago, they had the whole thing, and you didn't think Nikki Bella was going to break the record, and she absolutely did. So I have no doubt in my mind that the New Day breaks it. If they don't break it, I'll be ridiculously surprised.
Yeah. I don't know.
Mimi doesn't know. If just in case.
I think that they will break it, but given like how close it is, I don't know.
You know what would be amazing? If the day before they're supposed to break it, they get a surprise opponent, and it's Demolition, like 80-year-old Demolition. They come in with what? Here comes the axe. Here comes the smasher.
Aren't they in a lawsuit?
Hold on, I'm talking about fantasy. Demolition, a walking disaster. With their
that song was awesome.
It was.
That song was amazing.
Do you know I lost my virginity to that song?
You're disgusting. Listen. I just want to say a couple of things, right? We're fast approaching the end of the year. We're going to do our second annual greatest matches of 2016. So
Demolition versus the New Day.
So Demolition versus the New Day. If that happens, bro, that's shooting straight to number 1 on my list. I will mark the hell out. Listen, so we're gonna do that. So look out for that. We're also gonna do best wrestlers of 2016. We're gonna do that over on the PW Hustle. So go ahead and check that. Over here on One Wrestling, we're doing the best matches. So look for that. That's coming up. Also, I don't want anybody to forget about our fallen brother, Bill Schuyler. Go check his GoFundMe page. The link will be on the bottom on the description side of things. You'll see it there. You can click on it and you can donate to the family of Bill Schuyler. God bless you. Big Ray, closing thoughts. Then we'll go to Mimi. All right?
All right. Really cool, man. Listen, man. I mean, people are we're winding down the year. And yes, the WWE has made some very questionable decisions. But listen, all in all, 2016 has been a really fun year for professional wrestling. TNA wrestling has been just amazingly interesting with delete, obsolete. Anyway, I mean, we have Bobby Lashley. We have just a plethora of amazing talents and really good matches setting forth over there in TNA. WWE, you may hate it, but listen, let's be real, guys. I'm going to talk to you as a wrestling fan. Yeah, I might have hated the Goldberg finish, but we're still talking about it like 4 days later. So it's a good thing. Listen, guys, watch professional wrestling. This is why we watch it. It's entertaining. I'm an old school fan. I love the in-ring product, but let's be real. For another day. But this roster right here that the WWE has, if used correctly, blows any other roster. I'm going to get heat for this. I know this on Twitter at Big Ray Show. This roster right here, I'm talking about WWE and NXT included, blows any era out of the water. I don't know if you guys will agree. Leave your comments.
Talent-wise, in-ring-wise is what Big Ray means. So that's what he means. Am I wrong?
Yeah. No. That's what I'm saying. Talent-wise, I'm talking about microphone skills, everything. Just the total package. This era, what you're watching right now, guys, is some of the best wrestling you will ever see, period. And I'm talking about from WWE, ROH, New Japan Pro Wrestling. The indie scene is probably the best it's been in the last 20 years. Guys, enjoy it. Enjoy it, because this is why we love this business so much. This is why I watch Monday Night Raw for 3 hours, even though after an hour and a half, I feel like I have to go to sleep. I love SmackDown. I'm in love with TNA.
You do fall asleep.
Shut up. I was actually Mimi's house, and we were watching. By the way, Mimi, that was amazing. Mimi made some delicious steak, by the way. Thank you so much. But I was hanging out at Mimi's house, and her son was there, Justin, and they treated me to Halloween candy and steak, and I was on the sugar high and the steak high, and it was just amazing. But I fell asleep like an hour into the show. It was freaking boring as hell.
Very nice.
But
snoring on my couch.
Shut up. You were snoring too, all right, punk?
I was not. I was like, Ray, look.
Let me tell you something.
It's the flippity flops.
If Braun Strowman slept, he would snore like you, Mimi.
Oh, gosh. But Braun Strowman doesn't sleep.
That was you. That was you.
That actually was me. I was like a big fat bear. Anyway, go ahead, Billy Ray.
No. That's it, man. Listen, make sure you catch us next week right here on OneWrestling.com. We got OKayFabe doing SmackDown reports. We got the Raw report done by the Poet. We got everything. And Big Slam Nation, we also make sure you check Bill Apter and the Apter chats and all the other things that go on right here on the site.
Hey, I cover TNA, dude. I'm doing that, man.
No, you don't. I was completely skimming over that.
Unfreaking believable.
And Big Ray covers total nonstop action. That's what he does right here on OneWrestling.com. Listen, I want to give a big shout out to the Professor Anthony Quintana. I want to give big shout outs to A-Track Brown, the dirtiest of the FAMEBLACK, OKayFabe, of course, Bill Schuyler, my boys over at across the pond at the Sunday Segway, Kenny Killer, Tom Brady. What's up, guys? What's going on?
All the way from the UK, baby.
All right, my name is Billy Ray Valentine. Mickey.
Did you just get all smooth on us?
My name is Billy Ray Valentine. I do
Billy
that
Ray
sometimes.
You are absolutely adorable with your Illuminati hat.
Dude, do not ever say that about me again. All right, Mimi, say goodbye to the people. Ray, say goodbye to the people. I've said goodbye.
It's fun.
Well, listen, I gotta be honest with you, Billy Ray Valentine. I think Mimi, for her first official appearance, did amazing. So, guys, look, I would do this for a living, but if I can, I would do it anyway. Why? Because I love talking wrestling. That's my gimmick. I have to actually say that after every video because I get paid every time I open my mouth and say that. Thank you so much for joining us here at OneWrestling.com. Billy Ray, take us home, brother.
Listen, everybody, have a happy Thanksgiving. A safe one, all right?
Hey, in the words of our fallen brother, Bill Schuyler, we'll see you
Down the road.
Catch you down the road.
down the road, baby. We love you, Bill. God bless you. Peace, guys.
Later.